Hey guys, welcome back to Cooking with Tammy Live. I'm Tammy and today I'm going to show you how to make my delicious crispy shrimp recipe. Yes guys, absolutely delicious. All we need, as you can see, is a few ingredients guys, but let me tell you, by the time we're done, the flavors are going to tie together nicely and everything is going to be absolutely delicious guys. So without further ado, let's introduce our ingredients and let's get started. Alrighty. As you can see, we have shrimp right here, guys, and this is the size is about, I think, 11 to 15 jumbo shrimp. Yes, they look so pretty, I'm telling you, absolutely gorgeous. And we also have garlic powder as well as onion powder, salt, and ground black pepper. We're going to keep the seasonings basic, but like I said, everything is going to tie together wonderfully. We also have some all-purpose flour as well as eggs, and for that nice crispy texture, guys, I'm going to be using panko breadcrumbs. However, if you don't have panko breadcrumbs, you can use regular breadcrumbs. It's still going to be crispy, but not as crunchy. All right. So anyway, without further ado, let's get started. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take one ramekin and I'm going to mix all of the ingredients. Mix all of the spices, guys. Give it a good mix. And I'm going to pour it on to the shrimp. Just pour it on. I didn't add too much salt. So everything should be A-okay. All right, using our hands, of course, we're going to get messy. I forgot to mention that part, but no worries. We're going to combine the seasoning with the shrimp. Stand back because that black pepper might have you sneezing. By the way, guys, how's everybody doing? I hope all is well. I know right now this is like kind of like discombobulating, mind-boggling time, so to speak, with so much going on. But as I always say, just continue to pray, keep good faith, and we'll be okay. We will be okay. Combine the seasoning with the shrimp, with these jumbo, luscious looking shrimp. Combine it really well. Look at this guy trying to like literally dredge in flour already. We're not ready for you to get dredged just yet. Take it easy. Take it easy. Yep. All right. This is good enough. All right. What we're going to do is also, before I forget, we need to whip these eggs into shape because, of course, for this recipe, you're going to need eggs. Now, here's the thing. The eggs is going to work like a glue to help all of the ingredients, the flour as well as the panko breadcrumbs, to stick to the shrimp perfectly. So what we're going to do first is, now that our shrimp is perfectly seasoned, right, we are going to take our shrimp, dredge it in the flour, right in the flour, just like that, and we are going to take it and dip it in the egg wash. Simple so far, right? Ain't nothing to it but to do it. And once we're done, we're going to dip it into the panko breadcrumbs. Just like that. Just like that. And what I sometimes like to do is, right, go back into the egg wash. And go back into the breadcrumbs. Give it an extra coating, right? That extra batter. So when you bite into it, it's gonna like literally make that crunchy sound. You're gonna be like, wait a minute. Am I eating something other than shrimp? Because goodness gracious, that crunch is serious. Just pat it on. Take your time, be delicate. No need to rush. And that is it. I have my pan right here, if you can see it, my baking sheet, and I also lined it with some wax paper. Yes, I did. What I also did was I sprayed it with a little non-cooking spray to assure that the shrimp doesn't stick to the wax paper, which in all retrospect, the wax paper already has a coating anyway, but I just like that assurity. So yes, I got the wax paper, sprayed it with a little cooking spray, and I'm going to place the shrimp onto this wax paper. Continue watching because you're going to see what I do in a few minutes. Just be patient. So now that I did the first one, I think we could move a little fiesta. Get it up in that egg wash. Take it and put it in the panko breadcrumbs. As they say, no double dipping, but in this case, it's perfectly okay. Let's get to double dipping, and we're gonna coat it with some more breadcrumbs. Pat it on there, nice and gently, and make sure it sticks. Yep, and here you go. Place it right here, and you are good to go. Now, if you don't want that extra batter or crispy coating, then of course, this is what you're gonna do. That's it. One time only. But if you're looking for that extra crispy, crunchy crunch, then you're gonna dip it, you're gonna double dip it. Double dip it. I figure, listen, spring is already here. It's almost seafood boil time. Well, to be honest with you, I do mukbangs anyway, so for us, it's always seafood time. It's like we don't get a break. It's always about that king crab legs, you know, lobster tails, and scallops, and yeah, shrimp and all that stuff. So us mukbangers, we eat a lot of seafood, so to speak. So I am gonna show you a lot of different seafood recipes, guys, because sometimes when you're doing mukbangs, you gotta be a little bit more creative because you don't want to get tired of eating the same thing over and over. You know what I'm saying? Place it right here, and you guys got the gist. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the rest behind the scenes, right? And I'm gonna place it here, place everything, whatever, arrange it, so on and so forth. But here's what we're gonna do is, guys, the reason why I'm putting it onto the baking sheet along with the wax paper is because we're gonna put these shrimp, these double coated, or should I say coated shrimp, into the freezer for about, I would say honestly about about 10 to 15 minutes. And the reason why we're doing that is because, listen, all of this hard work that we just put in, we do not want the coating to come off the shrimp when we place it into the hot oil. We want all of the coating to literally stick onto this shrimp, all right? So when you bite into it, you get that crunch, and you're like, ooh. You get what I'm saying? You don't want to do, like I said, put in all this work to have all of your coating come off in the pan. That's not going to be cool. Then what would be the point of literally coating it, right? So anyway, guys, yes, absolutely done. The coating is perfect. It's stuck on like glue, and that's what we wanted, guys. That was the whole purpose of putting it into the freezer. Anyway, guys, as you can see, I have a skillet here filled with oil. It's nice and hot and ready to go. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna take our shrimp and we are gonna add it to the hot oil, and we are gonna allow these shrimps to fry until golden brown and absolutely cooked and beautiful. And we're not going to overcrowd the pan. Allow it to have its space, or should I say its equal space. And yeah, just allow it to have enough space in order to do its thing, because we don't want to, first of all, these, like, since it was literally hanging out in the freezer, it's really cold. And you don't want to add too many cold contents to the hot oil, because what it's going to do is it's going to drop the temperature of the oil, and then instead of frying your shrimp nice and crispy, it's going to be literally steaming your shrimp in oil. So we want to keep that heat level to a certain extent, or to a certain level, so that way everything could fry perfectly and it'll be nice and crispy. And the perfect indication that your shrimp is cooked all the way through is once the tail turns pink and it starts to curl up slightly, we're done. All right, I just flipped it over. Look at how gorgeous. Gorgeous. Alrighty, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it and place it right here onto the cooling rack. And it's important to kind of create like somewhat of a cooling rack. Let's say if you don't have a rack with a sheet pan, try your best to create something, because you don't want to, like, I know sometimes, you know, people, they put their fried foods onto like a paper bag, or what's this thing called, or paper towel. But a lot of times when you do that, what's going to happen is once the oil starts to drain, your food is going to be literally sitting in the oil, and it's going to be re-soaking up that oil, and your food is going to be soggy. It's not going to be crispy. How do you guys like to eat your fried shrimp? Do you like to eat it with tartar sauce, cheese sauce, or ranch sauce, or pretty much what other sauces? Sweet chili sauce is pretty good as well. What sauces do you guys like? Because trust me, when it comes to shrimp, or should I say fried shrimp, the sauces are endless. I remember I used to eat my fried shrimp with mango chutney. That used to be good as well. That used to be so delicious. Coconut shrimp with mango chutney. Talk about complimentary. All right, I think it's fair enough to say we could turn the flame off. And look at how beautiful, just let me hush so you guys could take it in. Look at how beautiful these crispy shrimp came out, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, without further ado, I think I've waited long enough. It's taste test time. I can't wait to stick my teeth in. I'm stuttering, honestly. Anyway, I'm gonna take a bite without the sauce, just so you could hear like literally how crispy these shrimps are. Look at how beautiful. Cooked all the way through. Honestly, guys, everything. Gonna add a little sweet chili. Honestly, nothing here is over seasoned. And all we added was garlic powder, onion powder, a little pinch of salt and pepper. And let me tell you, this is absolutely amazing. We didn't even have to use like Creole seasoning or anything of that nature. Lorry's or nothing. Just some basic ingredients, which I know most of us have in our refrigerator. And wow, definitely give this recipe a try. Hit me up. Let me know how much you enjoyed it. And until next time, guys, I catch you in the next video. What I'm gonna do is I am gonna probably get 3 more sauces, and I am gonna have some fun with these delicious crispy shrimp, guys. Yes, absolutely. And before I go, guys, take a big bite. Absolutely delicious. And forget about taking a bite. Why don't you just take the whole thing, honestly? Whoa. Absolutely delicious. And of course, guys, you already know cookingwithtammy.recipes for all instructions on how to make these delicious crispy shrimp, guys. Whoa. Anyway, guys, I'll leave the link at the bottom. Click on it, make this recipe, and like I said, let me know how everything turns out. And until then, be safe and stay blessed, and I'll catch you guys in another video. Bye, guys.